Hello! I have a double unboxing for you today, so let's get into it. I'm going to start with the fairyloot because it's on top and it arrived first. So let's start there. There's no spoiler card on top, so I can't remember what the theme was, but this is a sneak peek inside the box. The first item is a collaboration with the Quirky Cup Collective, which I had forgotten about and is so exciting, so exciting. So it's a little pouch. It looks like this. You can see fairyloot and the Quirky Cup Collective on the back here, and it's so soft. I actually have a couple of these that I got for my birthday that are from the Quirky Cup Collective, and since they're just in arm's reach, I think I will show them to you. So these are a thicker velvet with a satin lining. This one doesn't have the satin lining and it's a little bit thinner. Probably they needed to cut a little bit of cost because these are quite pricey. But it's beautiful. Does the tag say what it's inspired by? Oh, it just says tarot card pouch, so I guess it's probably fandom neutral, but I love it. It's beautiful. The only problem is I now have another pouch that I don't know what to use for, but I will. Then we have a Wrath metal bookmark. So this will be inspired by the Kingdom of the Wicked series by Kerry Maniscalco, and this is what the bookmark looks like just here, and it has a black tassel. Very pretty. So it's metal and enamel, which I think you can tell. Then we have a box that says the Bear and the Nightingale plate. Wowza. So this is the box, and actually the plate is really subtle. I was thinking from the box that the plate might be a lot, but actually it's really nice. Now I know that's a strange comment coming from me considering that I wear a lot of bright colours, I've got bright pink nails, but if I want to use this it needs to be chill because otherwise Lee will lose it. So that's really pretty. And then we have the spoiler card. So the theme was Eternal. And this is what the spoiler card art looks like. And we also have a sticker sheet, I think. Yeah, it's a sticker sheet. These are really cute. Really cute stickers. I love those. I especially love the teacup and the books and the mushroom and of course the one with the cat in it. Talk about predictable. That I would love that one. And then we have our tarot cards. So we have the 3 and 4 of stars as usual. I have no idea who these characters are, but it'll be written on the screen for you. And as always, the art is beautiful. And then we come to the pouch. The book is a lot smaller than I was expecting. I do know what the book is, but I'll just show it to you rather than tell you. So we've got the fairy scoop. We have our spoiler card bookmark, character art with letter from the author on the reverse, and then the book is 7 Faceless Saints by M.K. Lobb, and this is a colour changed cover because the normal cover is completely white, so everywhere where you see the dark red colour is usually white in colour. This is the spine, this is the back. Look at this stenciled edge. That is so intricate and detailed. Wow. And we have kind of stenciling on the top here and the same on the bottom there, but that is really impressive. It's incredible what they can print onto the edges of books these days. Wow. Then we have foiling on the naked hardback, which looks like that. Lovely, very pretty. And then what I'm going to go ahead and presume are custom end papers, and presumably it is also signed. Yep, little tiny signature there. I don't know if you can see it. And that's it. So let me quickly read you the synopsis before we move on to the illumicrate box. So, a brutal killer stalks Ombrasia, a city ruled by the disciples of the seven faceless saints, a city where those with magic live in comfort whilst the rest struggle to survive, a city caught in a 20-year war of attrition, a battlefront consuming a generation of conscripts. Ros Lacertosa will do anything to tear down the corrupt system of Ombrasia and get justice for her father, who was murdered by the military, including infiltrating the palazzo to spy for the rebellion whilst training as a disciple of the Saint Patience. Damien Venturi is the youngest captain in the history of Palazzo society, expected to be ruthless and strong and to serve the saints with unquestioning devotion, but he's scarred by his experiences on the front line, striving to please his brutal and detached father. And the thing he fears most is facing Ros, who he left behind when he went to war. When a disciple is murdered, Ros and Damien must team up to hunt the killer. No matter the consequences, they must face their buried emotions and the love they once shared, as they uncover corruption and conspiracy that will bring darkness and chaos to the streets of their home. So, I'm not sure what genre this is, actually. It might be fantasy, thriller, mystery type thing, but it's quite a small and fairly short book. So as I said, I'm quite surprised. I thought that this was going to be longer. Not that that's a problem, I'm just surprised. So you'll have to let me know if you have read this, what you thought of it. But I am very impressed with the fairyloot box, especially the Quirky Cup collective item. That is very, very exciting. So now we're going to move on to the illumicrate box. These are both the March boxes, by the way, I didn't say that. And this one does have the spoiler leaflet on top. So the theme was Live Like Legends, if you can see that, if the white balance wants to sort itself out. And the first thing we have here is a Mount Olympus and the Underworld collectible teapot. So that is adorable. If you don't know this about me, I have quite the collection of teapots. So many, in fact, that I don't actually have space for anymore. So I guess I'm going to have to figure that out. And funnily enough, Lee and I joked before I came in here to film this to place bets on how many mugs there would be in these boxes, and joke's on us because there's no mug, but there is a teapot, so that's fun. Okay, and it looks like this. It is very, very pretty. It's a little bit difficult to show off because of how shiny it is, and I'm just going to put it next to my head so that you get a little bit of perspective on size there. I'll be honest, I probably won't use this for tea because maybe this is unpopular, but I do not see the point of one tea pots of tea, because if I'm going to make a cup of tea, I'll just make it in a cup. I'm not going to make it in a teapot to then pour it into a cup. That doesn't make sense to me, so I won't use this for tea because it would only fit one cup, in which case I'll just make the tea in a cup. But it is very, very cute. It's just plain inside. I'll probably use this for like flowers or something like that. I don't know. Maybe just display. It can sit there for now. Then we have a little parcel just here. So I know this is probably a book pot, but I've said before, and I will forever say, that whenever I see boxes like this now, I'm always reminded of the Lila Bard bust, which will forever go down as the funniest item I've ever received in a box. So, but this is a book pot. So let's have a look. This one is a collection of Greek myths, legends, heroes, monsters, ancient tales from the land of gods. And it's an orange one, and it's very, very pretty. I do really like these. I find them really useful for keeping bookmarks, pens, you know, all those little odds and ends that you don't really have anywhere to put them. Like, there's a ton of crap on my desk over there. I'm looking at it right now. I think that's what I'm going to use this for, is to tidy up my desk and just use this as a literal dumping pot for all of the crap. So this is going to sit just here for now. You can see that there we go. Next, we also have a sticker sheet in this box. So this one is a Greek mythology themed sticker sheet. I'm just smoothing it out a little bit here. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that there is an absolutely giant spider on there. Really not happy about that. Might get Lee to remove that one. But otherwise, cute. And yes, I'm putting it stickers facing down because now that I've spotted that spider, it's all I can see. And then we have an insulated lunch bag, which looks like this. So we've actually had one of these from illumicrate before, but it was in the Afterlight box last summer. I can't remember exactly which box it was, but so it's, you can kind of see it's like insulated on the inside. These are actually really, really useful. Not so much at this time of year because everything's cold anyway in the UK, but when it starts to get warmer, this is really handy for carrying around things. Not necessarily that you want to keep cold for a super long period of time, it does help with that, but just stuff that you don't want to get hot is even better in something like this, unless you've got ice packs or something. But I really like that, it's a really useful item. And then we come to the book, which from the spoiler card you may have been expecting, is Lies We Sing to the Sea by Sarah Underwood. And this is a very shiny exclusive edition. So the original, I think, is white, so like all the gold essentially is white with gold font and blue accents. So I think it's still the same colours, but it's just inverted in this super shiny edition. This is the back. We have solid and then stenciled edges here as well, very pretty. And ooh, now illumicrate comes in with the gold foiling on the end papers. So you might remember that the Amina Al-Sarafi book by S.A. Chakraborty, which came in the February adult fairyloot, had gold foiling on the end papers, and now this illumicrate one does. And we also have gold foiling on the naked hardback as well. So two very, very stunning books and two very impressive boxes, I must say. Both boxes are really upping their game. It's really incredible. So let me read you the synopsis for this one. Death was only the start of her story. In the cursed kingdom of Ithaca, each summer brings the hanging of 12 maidens, a gift to the vengeful Poseidon. For 17 years, Leto has escaped the curse's mask until now. But death does not claim Leto. Instead, she wakes on a mysterious island greeted by the immortal Melantho. She tells Leto that Ithaca's sacrifices are the legacy of the great Odysseus, payment for the lives of Queen Penelope's 12 maids cast into the ocean centuries ago. Leto has the chance to break the curse. She just has to kill the Prince of Ithaca. But Prince Matthias also seeks to free his kingdom from the curse. Torn by her growing love for both Melantho and Matthias, Leto must choose a path to follow, but by breaking the curse they will save thousands of lives, but if they fail then the tides of fate will drown them all. So I mean, it makes sense now, the theming of the box, but I didn't realise that this was a Greek myth retelling, which is clearly what it is. I'll be really interested to see if Jean from, I don't know if her channel is still called Jean's Bookish Thoughts actually, but anyway, you all probably know who I mean. I will link her down below, I guess. I will be interested to see if Jean reads this and what she thinks of the retelling that it tells. Anyway, those were two pretty fun boxes. I am impressed. While we are here, why don't I show you my illumicrate edition of For Her Consideration by Amy Spalding. Arrived just the other day, so this is the Afterlight book for March as well, and it's quite a pretty edition also. And the end pages look like so. And can I remember what the, yes I can, the adult fairyloot for March, oh my books are too tight on this shelf, there we go, was the Foxglove King by Hannah Witten. So this is a colour changed cover also, spine, reverse, Lovely stenciled edges all the way round. We have a reversible dust jacket on this one here, and the naked hardback is really, really pretty. I don't know if it shows up well on camera, but there's like a colour gradient in the background, or like flowers, and then foiling on top. Really, really pretty. And then also custom end papers. There we go. And this one is also signed. The For Her Consideration is signed as well, I think. I didn't show you that. There we go. There you are. Ooh, the signature matches my nail varnish. And that's it. So I don't think I've ever done a video before where I've unboxed both boxes and been able to show you the other 2 books from the companies as well. I think this is just revealing the level of collection that I accumulate each month. At minimum 3 books just from subscription boxes, and then every other month I also add the romance one from illumicrate. Illumicrate have actually also just announced that they're doing a horror themed box. I will not be getting that box. Curious though I am not a horror reader. I am a giant pansy, so I won't be getting that one. But you will have to let me know what you thought of these 2 boxes and what you thought of all of the books. Have you read any of the books? If you have, let me know what you thought of them. If you want to let me know which of these 4 beautiful editions was your favourite, you can let me know that as well. And that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more like this from me, then do think about hitting that subscribe button, and I hope to see you here again soon. Thanks. Bye.